All right, so the A's won their first series in a month as they defeated the Kansas City Royals in Game 3 of the series by a final score of 5-3. Pretty clutch game by the A's, getting the victory. Despite being down in this game, the A's scored the final 3 runs in this game. It's exciting to win a series, really, it is. I mean, I know it's not ideal to be, in this spot in the standings, being 21 games back of first place in the American League West, but fine, it's the little victories. I've said it before, winning a series 2 out of 3, we're playing one of the other worst teams in baseball, and so we, have to feel good about that. The A's also had a pretty good offensive game, similar to last game, where they had 8 hits today. So yeah, pretty good. Nick Allen got a nice double play in the first inning, or in the second inning rather, catching it and then throwing it to first. Funny enough, Jed Lowry played first. I feel like it's a new guy playing first every day. Sometimes it's Seth Brown, sometimes it's Stephen Vogt, sometimes it's, I guess now Jed Lowry. So yeah, James Caprillion was the starting pitcher for the A's, and he was pretty good. I mean, James Caprillion had struggled in some other starts, and so you're kind of rooting for the guy despite, how sometimes he's been bad. But, the thing with Caprillion, he's been good in the past, and I know he has that potential, so it's good to see him getting that good start. Speaking of Stephen Vogt, he got an RBI single in the top of the 4th to give the A's the first run of the game, beat the shift, and that made it 1-0, scoring in Jonah Bride from third. So that was really good. Then Seth Brown got a solo homer to right. Really good homer from Brownie. I mean, I know he's really been doing good lately, so I hope he gets some recognition. Maybe when it comes to All-Star voting time, who knows? But he got a solo homer to right, making it 2-0 A's, and that got them out in front. The Royals eventually would tie this game up, though. Carlos Santana got a 2-run hit, and that was in the right field, and that was in the bottom of the 6th inning off Sam Moll. I've said it once, I've said it before. Sam Moll is not a very good pitcher. I don't know why he's getting spots when the A's are only up by a couple of runs. Really, disappointing that, he gave that up, but fortunately the A's would pretty much capitalize in the rest of the game. Sam Moll also allowed an Edward Olivares go-ahead single, be it wasn't really his fault, and there was sort of a scary collision with Pinder and Allen in the right field, and that was, sort of scary to see. Luckily, I don't think it was anything too severe, but the collision was pretty scary. So yeah, a guy that we don't normally talk about because he's not very good, but he actually did get a nice hit today, was Christian Pache, and he got a double to right field, and that was in the 7th inning. And that also allowed Nick Allen to get the RBI single. So without that double from Pache, that wouldn't have happened. So you got to give Pache some credit there. It was a go-ahead single. It made it 4-3 A's, scoring in 2 runs. Pache scored, and Pinder off the Nick Allen single. And it was sort of a bloop hit, but it worked. And then Pache lines an RBI single in the top of the 9th inning to give the A's an insurance run. So 5-3 final as the A's got that insurance run. He scored in Sheldon Noisy. Got to give it to Christian Pache. He's been hitting like in the mid 100s all year. 160 is his mark usually, and I still don't think he's very good, but the fact that he did capitalize and was the reason for our victory, you got to give him credit for that. Lou Trevino almost got himself in some trouble. 2 guys in scoring position in the 9th inning, and he was facing a full count. But I got to give the guy credit. Struck out Lopez and Nicky Lopez, the final batter. And Lopez could have won the game or even, tied it or won the game with 1 swing of the bat. So the A's got the win. They're actually, got to give the A's credit. They're 21-10 when they're the first team to score in a game. Pretty solid. I mean, when they allow the first run of the game, they're 4-39, which isn't even 10%, right? So the A's pretty darn good when they score first. When they don't score first, they're not very good. But yeah, the A's win their first series in over a month as they defeat the Kansas City Royals 5-3. Unfortunately, our sort of easy stretch of games is going to come to an end as we're going to play the Yankees in New York for a 3-game series. So that should be interesting. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this series and game. I'll see you guys later. And yeah, go A's.